Since the end of World War II, the United States has been the bedrock of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. This alliance, formed at the outset of the Cold War, has been the cornerstone of Western security for over 7 decades. The US has consistently shouldered a disproportionate share of the burden. It has committed vast military and financial resources to deter aggression and protect its allies. This commitment has helped to ensure peace and stability in Europe, but the strategic landscape is changing, new threats are emerging, and the United States is increasingly questioning the fairness of the existing arrangements. The US military presence in Europe is substantial. It includes troops, bases, and equipment. The United States spends billions of dollars each year to maintain this presence. This financial commitment demonstrates the unwavering dedication of the US to its allies' security. But it also raises questions about burden sharing. European NATO members have not always met their defense spending commitments. This disparity in contributions has led to tensions within the alliance. The United States has made it clear that it expects its allies to contribute more to their own defense. This call for greater burden sharing is not about money alone. It is about ensuring that all NATO members are invested in the alliance's collective security. It is about recognizing that the threats facing the West are evolving, and it is about adapting to a new strategic reality. The rise of China and the resurgence of Russia pose significant challenges. These nations have different ambitions and capabilities, but they both seek to challenge the existing international order. They are investing in their militaries, expanding their influence, and seeking to undermine Western unity. The United States recognizes the gravity of these threats. It is taking steps to counter them, both unilaterally and in concert with its allies. Greenland, the world's largest island, occupies a strategically vital position in the Arctic. This vast territory, with its sparse population and abundant natural resources, is rapidly gaining geopolitical significance. The Arctic is undergoing a transformation. Climate change is melting the ice cap, opening up new shipping routes and making the region's resources more accessible. This transformation is creating both opportunities and challenges. Greenland's location makes it a crucial vantage point for monitoring activity in the Arctic. It sits astride the Greenland-Iceland-United Kingdom Gap, a strategically important choke point that forms a maritime boundary between the North Atlantic and the Norwegian Sea. Control of this gap is essential for NATO's ability to reinforce Europe in the event of a conflict with Russia. Russia has been increasing its military activity in the Arctic in recent years. It has reopened Soviet-era bases, deployed new weapon systems, and conducted large-scale military exercises. These actions are a clear indication of Russia's desire to project power in the region. China, too, has expressed growing interest in the Arctic. It has declared itself a near-Arctic state and has been investing in Arctic infrastructure and research. The Arctic is rich in natural resources, including oil, gas, minerals, and fish stocks. As the ice melts, these resources are becoming more accessible. This is leading to increased competition for control of the region. The United States has a clear interest in ensuring that the Arctic remains a zone of peace and cooperation. It recognizes the importance of working with its allies to address the challenges and opportunities presented by the region's transformation. The United States has a long history of engagement in Greenland. It established a military presence on the island during World War II. It has maintained a close relationship with Denmark, which has sovereignty over Greenland. And it has invested in economic development and scientific research in the region. The United States recognizes the strategic importance of Greenland. It understands that the island's security is inextricably linked to the security of the Arctic, and it is committed to working with its allies to ensure that Greenland does not fall under the influence of hostile actors. In recent years, the United States has taken steps to strengthen its presence in Greenland. It has reopened a consulate in Nuuk, Greenland's capital. It has increased its military exercises in the region. And it has expressed interest in investing in Greenland's infrastructure. These actions are a clear signal of the importance that the United States attaches to Greenland. The United States has also been working to deepen its cooperation with Denmark on Greenland-related issues. The two countries have signed a joint statement on Greenland. This statement affirms the two countries' commitment to working together to address security challenges in the Arctic. The United States recognizes that Denmark is a close ally. It values its relationship with Denmark and it is committed to working with Denmark to ensure the security of Greenland. The United States understands that the Arctic is a region of growing strategic importance. It is committed to working with its allies to protect its interests in the region, and it is determined to ensure that the Arctic remains a zone of peace, stability, and cooperation. The United States' efforts to secure Greenland and protect its interests in the Arctic have not been met with unqualified support from all of its NATO allies. Some European countries have expressed concerns about the potential for increased militarization in the region. Others have questioned the wisdom of confronting Russia and China in the Arctic, and still others have sought to downplay the strategic significance of the region. These differing perspectives reflect a range of factors, including historical experiences, economic interests, and strategic cultures. Denmark, as the sovereign power in Greenland, finds itself in a particularly delicate position. It is caught between its long-standing alliance with the United States and its desire to maintain good relations with Russia. Denmark has traditionally sought to balance these competing interests by pursuing a policy of non-militarization in the Arctic. It has been reluctant to allow the establishment of permanent NATO bases on Greenland, and it has sought to engage Russia in dialogue and cooperation on Arctic issues. However, Russia's increasing assertiveness in the Arctic has led Denmark to reconsider its position. In recent years, Denmark has increased its defense spending. It has strengthened its military presence in Greenland, and it has expressed a willingness to work more closely with the United States and other NATO allies on Arctic security issues. These developments suggest that Denmark is beginning to recognize the growing strategic importance of the Arctic. They also underscore the challenges that NATO faces in developing a coherent and effective response to the challenges posed by Russia and China in the region. The United States' commitment to its allies' security is unwavering. However, it is also clear that the United States expects its allies to shoulder a fair share of the burden. The challenges in the Arctic are a test of NATO's unity and resolve. The alliance's ability to overcome these challenges will depend on its members' willingness to put aside their differences and work together to defend their common interests. The stakes are high. The future of the Arctic, and indeed the future of the transatlantic alliance, may hang in the balance.